happened, but because that officer had been drinking that night. That was overnight with me in that.
You couldn't get a hold of him, so he called you?
No, I just woke him up. I went to his room and I woke him up, and I thought he got up because he was supposed to go and hold reveille in the morning with the guys. So anyway, that officer, that sergeant that was on duty that night, he was a good friend of mine. So he called me up that night before, and he told me, he said that if that officer don't show up for reveille, he said, well, tell him that he went on reveille. Don't tell him that he didn't go. So here I was thinking, Jeepers Creepers, here you want me to lie and tell him that he went, and if he doesn't go, and he said, yeah, just tell him that he went, that he held reveille. So then the next morning I made the beds in my room and his room, and then I went in the house, I don't know, it was that time.
Who did reveille then?
I don't know if that was that time or some other time. But anyway, he went. So, well, the next morning, anyway, like I started saying, the next morning I went out for breakfast, but it bothered me. It bothered me because I had lied about that officer, and
yeah. So
anyway, I figured that jeepers, I hope nobody tells me anything about that. And so anyway, I went for breakfast, and then I went to eat wherever lunch. And here later on, when I got back to the barracks, then somebody came to me and told me that officer so and so wants to see you.
Oh yeah.
So I was at holy smokes. No, he said some captain wants to see me. So I went over to his office, and of course you had a salute of me go in and everything, and
yeah.
And I was scared. I was only in my 20s, you know.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he started asking me about the night before, and then he finally asked me. He said, "Did so and so go for reveille in the morning?" And I said, "Yes, sir, he did." And I lied. I lied. I don't know how I could keep a straight face. I don't know. I mean, jeepers creepers. So then they talked me a little while. Then he said I did go. So then I went. But then it bothered me for at least 2 weeks because I figured somebody's gonna say something about it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that
went away, and I got this.
You tell how honest you are when that bothered you for 2 weeks, and that's one of your most memorable experiences.
But anyway, that one instance when I was on guard duty that night too. I got home and I was so tired because I was up all night. So then I was going to take a shower and eat something before I go eat. I laid on another bunk that was next to mine. I slept on the top bunk, and there was nobody. At that time, there was nobody living on the bottom bunk, and there was just a mattress there. But I was so tired, so I laid down on that mattress, and I thought I'm going to take a rest a while before I go take a shower. And here I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the mattress. So then my bunk on top was vacant. There was nobody there. So somebody had made a bed check on everything that night, and they checked me that I was absent because there was nobody in my bed.